1.5 years in the making, and we're finally ready to go racing once again in Formula PC. Lights out, away we go! And now back on board with Thomas Irish, and he's disconnected. And now it's down to F1 Live Season Monster AK to win this race. He's got a massive lead. All he needs to do is just keep it clean for the race.
Oh my god! And I was going to go around the outside. What a move! Wheel-to-wheel stuff from the twin brothers from Ireland. And now
this is brilliant racing.
Yeah, this is close. Oh my goodness me! Can't tell. And F1 Live the Monsters back in the lead.
Is he going to get the move around the outside? He does. And we cut later on into that, and Tom's gone off, and so does Shane. Shane does the same thing. And it looks like the two of them have gone off. Yeah, you can see the Williams driver in the gravel. But now Ghost looks to the outside to try and get the move down, and it's wheel-to-wheel racing around the outside. Ghost is trying to do it. Will he be able to make the move around the outside? No. Shane just hangs in there. And now on lap 30, we're hearing reports that it does look like that it will be the other McLaren that's coming in to retire. The 5th round of the Formula PC Championship takes us to Austin, Texas. It's going to be a 28 lap race with 20 turns, track length of 5.513 kilometers, which means a race length of a little over 154 kilometers at the Circuit of the Americas. The tyre compounds are the medium and hard, and it's Alex Armageddon does return alongside me for this race, so welcome, Alex.
Hey, thanks for letting me be part of today's episode. Should be good.
Yep, so Circuit of the Americas, introduced in 2012. What do you think of the track, Alex?
It was a personal favourite of mine for a while, but then I started getting a bit, off it. But I still think it's a fun track. It definitely takes some of the best parts of tracks around the world, like, you got the Turn 8, Istanbul, replica, Maggots and Beckett's, all sorts. It's like the circuit of circuits, really.
Yes, it is, and also the long run up to the first turn is like Austria that we had a couple of races back.
It's a very exciting first corner. You can make so many positions if you're in the best position. Like, look at Alonso 2013 or 2012. No, 2012. That was it. Just swooped around the outside of everyone. And of course you got that DRS straight as well, where you get some brilliant overtakes. So it's a track that's just amazing.
Yeah, and as we go into this race in the championship, it is still Mr. Ghost 0-0 leading in the Drivers' Championship with 59 points, with Shane Racing in second place with 45. Peck has 43 with F1 Live Season Monster AK on 32.5 after the half points race in Canada last time out. His brother Thomas Irish also has half points and is 2 points behind his brother. Myself, F1 Picker, is on 18. Travis is on 12. Adrenaline also on 12. Lobfill is on 10. Chocorolo on 10. And Boss, he did get second place in Canada, but he gets half points for that. And for this race, to avoid confusion, I'm just going to explain this now. F1 Live Season Monster AK has moved to Ferrari to replace yourself, Alex, and in his position is Initialization, driving the Marussia.
I just want to say something real quick. I did leave the league. It's nothing to do with this league. This is actually, I want to tell you guys, this is probably one of the best leagues out there now. It is amazing. It's done so well. Great highlights. It's actually a good amount of people in this. And I'd say to everyone, just come and give it a try. Even if you're not looking to win races, you get some good fair fights out of it. Reason I left is because F1 2014 has been a nightmare game for me and I haven't enjoyed it. But as a league, this has been probably the best league I've ever been part of. So I'd just say to anyone who wants to get involved in league racing, I'd get in touch with Thomas or Jack. Yeah, because it is a really good league.
Yeah. Yeah, and at this point I'm Jeremy Clarkson. It's very hard not to look smug. But anyhow, in the constructors, it's Mercedes leading by only 5 points from McLaren, Mercedes, and then it's Red Bull on 55, with Williams in 4th, Marussia in 5th, and Ferrari on 12, but as we were just talking, the driver switch means that 4th place F1 Live Season Monster AK has moved to Ferrari, and he's a very quick racer, so he will be able to bring Ferrari up the order. But now let's move on to the qualifying standings, and it was the defending world champion lapping over a second quicker than anyone else round Austin. Immense pace from Boston 1996. And the current championship leader is also on the front row in 2nd. Initialization on his debut got 3rd, with his new teammate Chuck Corollo Triple Eight in 4th, and then it's myself in 5th, Lovefil in 6th, F1 Live Season Monster AK in 7th. He did disconnect halfway through qualifying, but he will be racing. Not attending was Thomas Irish, Travis Austin, Adrenaline, Peck, and Chain Racing. So surprisingly, none of the Americans turning up to the race. But
yeah, missing out on their home race there.
Yeah, and
sure, the American viewers are going to be slightly disheartened by that, but I still think the European drivers of the field, because they are actually all from Europe, will be, they can still put on a good show for the fans.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And actually you can see myself in 5th place. That's the first time I haven't qualified at the back of the grid. So yeah, I was actually rather chuffed at that point. But yes, Alex, do you see anyone who you're surprised with up there, or surprised?
Not really.
At all?
I know Boss. He's quick around here. He has to have a good chance at winning. I'm actually more surprised by F1 Live Season Monster. I was expecting to be really tussling up there in about 2nd or 3rd, maybe even 1st, but he's all the way down there at the back of the grid of the people who attended. So yeah.
Whoop whoop. But then again, let us just remember that his brother's original name was That Irish Guy's Internet. Yeah, that really proved something. That their internet isn't the best, but F1 Live Season Monster AK will rejoin for the race. And so as we're talking about the race, let's move on to the race. It's round 5 of the Formula PC World Championship from Austin in Texas. So here we are on the grid for round 5 of the Formula PC World Championship. Boss 1996, the defending champ, starts on pole position. Championship leader starts in 2nd, and Lovefield starts in 6th. We've got views on board from the championship leader, Mr. Ghost, and also Chuck Rollo, and it looks like that Ghost has actually got a nice livery on for this weekend, as we got 5 lights in. We are underway in Austin, and it's a good start from the defending champ, but the championship leader doesn't have it doesn't have a it doesn't have a great start, and actually he's been shunted wide by his teammate, and now we're on board with Chuck Rollo, and that's what made a domino effect. I think it was either Lobfill or F1 Live Season Monster AK who hit into me, and then I spun Chuck Rollo.
Yeah, bit of a disastrous start there for Chuck Rollo in the Marussia, and we can see here we're now on board with Mr. Ghost 010, and it looks like F1 Live Season Monster's had a horrible exit out of that corner, putting himself at possible attack from the McLaren.
Yeah, and indeed, and that's rather surprising because Aaron is on the pad, but it looks like that he got a better exit that time round, and he's lagging a bit. He's lagging a bit for Ghost. It's not as severe as it was in Canada, but now Aaron's down the inside of Nick.
And
but
F1 Live Season Monster.
Yeah, Nick really impressing on his debut, but as you can see, Aaron's on the prime tires as he dives down the inside. That was a dive bomb. That was a dive bomb from What's north of Austin? Never mind. That
I don't even know.
that failed massively, but it's very close going into the penultimate turn, and Nick went wide, and had that been F1 2012, he would have got that corner cut penalty thing.
Mr. Ghost 010 is in a very good position at the moment. If these two continue fighting like this, there's a high chance there's going to be a bit of an accident between Initialization and F1 Live Season Monster, which means Mr. Ghost 010 can make precision. You can see, very nice move from Initialization, but F1 Live Season Monster just holding in there.
Yeah, as they go through this Maggots Beckett's like section, and it looks like the Nick's going rather wide, throwing all through all of them.
Very
good
actually, overtaking. The contact was made.
Yeah. I saw the hand I saw the hand of rage go up in Mr. Ghost cockpit, and they're still fighting going into this. That bit's very tight. I would not want to be in that bit, but as you can see, Lobfield's also got up past myself and up into 5th place.
Initialization being a bit too aggressive there from my perspective.
And actually, I think I just did a massive dive bomb there, because I could see the indicating arrows, and it went straight up to, and it went to me again. But I remember in this race that I couldn't steer that well, so yeah, I just went to the back and just stayed there. But
Mr. Ghost 010 running to the limiter there in 7th gear, not going to 8th.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and will he try and do the same move that Aaron did on him last lap? No, he isn't. He's going to keep to the racing line.
Wide line.
And try and get a better exit. Will he try and go around the outside of this turn 8 like section? No, but Nick looks like he's going rather wide.
Initialization. Now, in fairness, I'll be honest, he had a very good line, and now you see he's gone wide.
Yeah,
and he sort of lost that's gonna.
He lost the rear in the Marussia, but now Ghost is down the inside of. He's now down the inside of Initialization. As Boss goes and sets a 141.9. That's fantastic.
The Marussia's still there, though. Marussia's still there.
Around the outside, will Nick be able to do it? No, he's going to slot in behind, try and get the better traction off the corner.
Yeah,
but it doesn't look
right.
it doesn't look like that's going to happen as we cut later on to the lap with
Chuck
Chuck Rollo, and he's got a warning for corner cutting. He doesn't want to get too many of them, otherwise he may get a penalty. As I dive bomb the inside, that I do sincerely.
That's a bit of a questionable move there.
I do sincerely apologise for that. That was as bad as Luca Bedoya driving. So, yeah, that's really bad. I do apologise. That's unacceptable for me. But now back on board with Mr. Ghost 010 and it looks like that Aaron's run wide, and he's going to try and get the better line, go round the outside of this little kink here. Will be able to do it? No, but now he has got the run. Will he try and stay behind for the DRS, then dive bomb into the next corner? No, he stays behind, but he has crossed that crucial DRS line.
Boss has got
a good 6, 7, 8 second lead at the moment.
It's more like 10 seconds when you think about it.
Yeah, and Ghost got the DRS, but we just cut away from that to look at Chuck Rollo. Chuck Rollo's run wide, and now Lobfield is back. Lobfield is into 5th place now, and now we cut on to later on the next lap, and yeah. 2 corner cuts consecutively there for Chuck Rollo, but he will go down the inside, but surely Lob will get the better exit. He is on the pad also.
Phil has got it. He got on the pad much earlier there, but he'll pull away because the cars are uneven, aren't they? So he's just he won't get much of an advantage with that, especially with you can't use the Mercedes engine, so.
Because it is all the same. But Lobfield goes around the outside. Will he be able to make it stick? It looks like that he's tried to. Will he go? He's gone around the outside. Fantastic move from Lob. But now Chuck Rollo's diving down the inside.
Oh, he's going to go back down the inside.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Amazing racing from Chuck Rollo and Lobfield.
This is absolutely fantastic. We go on to lap 9, and it looks like that Boss has pitted from the lead, and he's only gone down into 3rd place. So
this is some of the best league racing I've ever watched.
Yeah, and and it looks like the Choc Roller just let Boss through because he was by far the quicker driver there. But as you see, Aaron gets a horrible exit.
Oh, Aaron's really messed that one up. The leader
from leading the race, and it's and he's down the inside, and now he's got past F1 Live Season Monster at AK, and he's up into the lead of the race, but Mr. Ghost is on options, whereas Aaron is on primes. But now he's going. F1 Live Season Monster is going down the inside, and he brakes too late, and he goes way wide. And now Mr. Ghost is coming into the pits for his first stop of the afternoon.
See on the limiter second
Yeah.
gear.
And Choc Roller's come in, and he's got a penalty.
Choc Roller's got a penalty
For corner cutting. He somehow got a corner cut penalty for coming into the pits. So I think that will be. I think during the race I said that all corner cut penalties will be removed because most of them were BS, but some of them were legit. But now Choc Roller's just coming out. Is he going to be in front or behind his teammate? He's at the back of the pack now. Both Loveville and Initialization have got the undercut on him. And actually, it's surprising to see Initialization so far down after he was in P2 at the end of lap 1.
Yeah, obviously something's happened.
Yeah, and actually, Choc Roller is on -1 in terms of fuel as he corner cuts again, gets a second penalty.
That seemed a bit questionable.
Yeah.
Calm it down, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and now Mr. Ghost is into third, and I'm in second place. This is because I haven't stopped. That's because I haven't stopped yet. I'm not actually that fast, but I was doing 12. I tried to make the one stop work. I was trying to make the one stop work, and so I said, okay, I'll try and make to lap 12, and so this is my pit-in lap. So Ghost is in a net second, but he may be in a net third because F1 Live Season Monster AK is all over him, coming down towards the main straight. Is he going to dive down the inside? He will have got the DRS mark as well. But there's contact there as well.
Oh,
I think there was a bit lag.
Couldn't see whose fault that was. Yeah, it says lag for no one.
Yeah, and but now he's.
That means F1 Live Season Monster's got ahead.
Yeah, and now back on board with Choc Roller as he dives down the inside of his teammate. It's Marussia Riley. Yeah, and I believe that Choc Roller will have DRS. He was behind Nick at the DRS point, and he does. Nick's lagging a bit for Choc Roller, and Choc Roller goes down the outside.
Oh, is he going to keep it?
So close to getting a side pod glitch, but luckily there wasn't one.
Almost took out Choc Roll over. I think Initialization should have given him more space.
Yeah, I sort of see that as a Hamilton-Rosberg move. That was the sort of manoeuvre that Hamilton did on Rosberg to take the lead in the actual US Grand Prix, because he forced Nico off the tracks slightly when Formula One came to Austin in November last year.
Initialization needs to calm down a bit.
Yeah, but now he's trying to go down the inside of Loveville, and that will slow a Choc Roller down as well. This is the battle for fourth, fifth, and sixth. Because as you see, I've pitted and I'm way behind these guys because I'm dead slow, as per usual. And
another corner cut there. How he got away with that, I want to know.
Yeah, that is surprising. We're now coming on to lap 15, and he's going to dive it down the inside of Nick.
Oh my goodness!
This is going to be a very close move, and he's actually been able to make it stick, and that means that Loveville's been able to break away slightly. Yeah, and now he's gone a bit wide. He's going to get his engine cut, and that means that Nick's back through into 5th place on lap 15.
Fair. That was a bit of a small family.
Yeah, and now he's gone very wide, and now I am all over.
There. Got on too much on the grass. Yeah, he does that stupid engine cut thing, which you don't understand.
Yeah, and now
Yeah, you're
somehow,
getting yourself into that fight.
somehow I'm in the fight for I'm in the fight for getting out of last place, but I went rather wide into that corner to avoid a collision because I thought because of earlier problems in the race I had bad I'd had bad understeer, and it's third penalty for
What?
Chuck Rollo, and yeah, you can see confirmation. You do get corner cuts if you take if you do it too much into the pits. But now Mr. Ghost is pitting. He's done his stint on the prime tyres. Now he is back onto the option tyres in that rather nice liveried McLaren. I'm actually rather happy. That is a fantastic.
I haven't seen.
That is a fantastic livery, Ghost. But now we're back on with Chuck Rollo, and
It's getting a bit close here, isn't it?
yeah, and Mr. Ghost is now in 6th place. He's just behind me, and it was about this point where I actually realised that Ghost had pitted, and I didn't really know. But now Chuck Rollo has the DRS going round the outside. We're not sure whether he's going to make the move because we're on board with Mr. Ghost, and I just let him through pretty much there.
Comfortable move from
Yeah.
Mr. Ghost 0-1-0 on you there. And of
Yeah.
course, it looks like Chuck Rollo did get past.
Yeah, and now it looks like that.
Oh, a
Ghost is
huge block
closing
up
on.
there from Lobfill in the
Yeah.
other McLaren.
Yeah, and now will there be
That
team
was
will there
insane.
be team orders from McLaren for Lobfill to let Mr. Ghost through? Ghost, who is leading the championship, and I think Lobfill is down in something like 6th or 7th place in the championship. We'll find out after this race. But Chuck Rollo's gone wide, and now this is going to make a Chuck Rollo train. And Lobfill
Chuck
didn't actually have a
Rollo.
great exit there, and but I think they'll all get DRS on Chuck Rollo. Even me? No, I'm too far behind.
Locking up again like crazy.
Yeah, and
Oh, Lobfill came back around the outside. What a move!
yeah,
excellent stuff.
yeah. But now Mr. Ghost has the DRS, and now. And now he's trying to keep the move around the outside, but Ghost sort of covers him off, and Chuck Rollo's in 3rd place, and that's a great job so far from the Northern Irishman. And now down through, I think this is turn 15,
I don't
or
know.
something like that. But
one
now
of
we're
those.
coming through the turn 8 Turkey section. And we're going to go on board with Chuck Rollo, and he's gone wide, and he's got oversteer. And where's Mr. Ghost? Mr. Ghost is round.
He's taking out Mr. Ghost. Oh, that was a bit of a. Oof, I can't tell whose fault that was there. Have we got any footage from Mr. Ghost's view?
I think we did have something a bit before, but I think Chuck Rollo's
Oh, he's got a
POV,
fourth penalty.
and it's penalty number 4.
Next one's
yeah.
going to be out.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully, he won't have another one. There is only 5 laps to go, so. But yeah, I think all 4 of them will be taken away. If I think, dependent on what position he comes in, it will be taken away, as he does now go down to last place because Lobfill is now through on the Northern Irishman, and he's got 5 laps to do on these option tyres, and it actually takes a really wide line going into turn 1. But now we're back on board with Mr. Ghost, and I'm in 3rd place. I'm in 3rd place, which is rather fun.
Go on.
Yeah, coming through that bit, I go well wide, and surely
nice
Mr. Ghost is
one.
gone round the outside.
Yeah,
And,
he walked the dog on that one.
yeah, it was just pressure. I was just pressure, but now I'm still behind Ghost. Ghost is on the fresher tyres, but I think I will have DRS, but I don't think I'll be able to put up. I surely won't be able to put up a chance. And it looks like that I'm squirming about a bit from the rear view cam, but down the inside, am I going to make the move going down? I tried to make the move,
I
but
saw your nose there.
yeah, but Mr. Ghost keeps 3rd place, and I am now definitely dropped down into 4th place, despite there being I think that there must be like half a second between us now, but I think come start finish straight, I will be out of DRS zone, and now we're back on board with
it's very
with Chuck
close to the
Rollo.
final lap between Chuck Rollo, Lobfield, and I think are you in fifth? Are you in fifth here?
Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
you
Nick
are.
must have got past me. Boss goes and wins in Austin. It's the fifth
Oh,
different
this is
winner
ridiculous.
in as many races, and now. And now the fight is on for the final three positions. It looks like that Nick has got away from me slightly. There's about a second in it.
Lobfield,
But this is very
almost
close.
cutting off Chuck Rollo.
This is very close, and it looks like that it's going to stay as it is at the moment. It looks like that Nick's going to take fourth, but it looks like that F1 Live Season Monster has taken second. Mr. Ghost is in third. Nick takes fourth. I did the one stop and finished in
Chuck
fifth
Rollo's
place.
out of fuel.
Yeah, and Chuck Rollo is out of fuel, and that is the story of the race. So the final classification for the 2015 United States Grand Prix is that Boston 1996 became the fifth different winner in as many races this season, and then it was F1 Live Season Monster AK in second, Mr. Ghost 010 in third, initialization on his debut, finishing just outside the podium positions. Myself, F1 Pico in fifth, with just defending off from Loveville and Chuck Rollo, and all penalties were removed after half the field got at least 2 penalties, and then Chuck Rollo went on to get 4. And so, Alex, what do you think of that? Was that a predictable race or not?
That was absolutely insane. I must say there's some moments like, Chuck Rollo corner cut like crazy, which, calm it down a bit, mate. I think there was moments when drivers like initialization should have given space. But overall, that was some brilliant driving from everyone. And I think everyone should be very proud of themselves because they put on a fantastic show for the fans.
Yeah, indeed, and this is what it this is what it makes it look like in terms of the championship. It's still Mr. Ghost 0-0 leading the championship as he has done since round 2, and his championship lead is now cut to 23.5 points after the half points race in Canada, and then it's Shane Racing in third, with Peck in fourth. Boss 1996 has moved up to fifth in the table.
He'll be the dark horse for the second
Yeah.
half of the year. I could see him winning it if he keeps this rate up.
Yeah, and it's going to be an absolute cut. It's going to be a massive comeback if Boss does challenge into the final race. And then it's Thomas Irish, and then it's myself in 7th. Lobfield is in 8th. Chuck Rollo in 9th. Travis Austin in 10th from that 4th place he scored in the opening round. Adrenaline, initialization, yourself, Alex. I'm keeping people on the table even though they've left.
Yeah,
the
why
league.
not?
But I just thought, what the hell, might as well just keep them on there.
We'll
And
do that
then
in the F1.
then you have SGT Timmy and BL Gamers Addict. And for the constructors championship, it's Mercedes as they were in real life last year, and as I think that they will in 2015. They're leading by only 8 points from McLaren, with
We've got a nice fight there.
and then there's only 2 points between Marussia just ahead of Williams, and then it's only a further 3.5 points back to Red Bull in 5th place, with Ferrari in 6th place. But with 2nd place F1 Live Season Monster AK in the Ferrari now, I could see them climbing up the table very rapidly now.
Mm.
Yeah. So Alex, looking at the standings, is there anyone that you're still surprised with in some places? And don't say me in 7th. I know I should be lower, but still.
Oh, I am very surprised by you, Jack, in the seventh, but I think Ben, Boss 996 is going to be the real dark horse.
Yeah.
He's proven today why he's probably the fastest driver in his championship.
Yeah.
But I think in all honesty, it's so close to call it a moment. I think I will probably make more of a championship prediction by around round 9 or 10. And we see who does it.
I'm gonna make my championship prediction on lap 26 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, because that'll be one lap before the end of the season, and I think I'll know what will happen then. But in terms of the constructors, can you see anyone anywhere?
I think the McLaren drivers are 10 the more. That's why they're going to be leading after the next race.
Yeah. And about that next race, it will be the home of British Motor Racing. Silverstone hosts round 6 of the Formula PC World Championship, and that was on the 17th of January. As per usual, I'm bad at getting these up, but yes, thank you, Alex, for joining me.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me here as usual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a good race.
And we will see you soon. Well, hopefully soon in Silverstone. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.